And like I said before, lying to me personally is never telling the truth. Everything's backwards in society, you know. When you lie, you telling the truth. When you tell the truth, you lying. I've gotten punished more. I've gotten punished more for telling the truth than lying. You know, that's the way it is. I mean, look at Jesus. Let's talk about Jesus. When you think about Jesus, are you thinking about is what? Righteousness, right? Here we go. Here we are, the man of God, the God Himself that came down here to show us how to live, because we didn't know how to live. He was going to wipe us out. He's going to destroy. He he regret making the earth. You know, says that's what it says in the Bible, right? He regret making the world. So he regretted. So he's going to come down here and I'm just going to destroy. But no, I'm gonna go down there and show them the way, and show them what I'm gonna save them from their sins. I'm gonna take everything and put it on me. That way I can hopefully get them I can get them life. That's the story that we came up with to go by. You know, that's the story we came out. God came down here as Jesus, and we crucified him for telling the truth. So here we are. We go to church every Sunday. Church tomorrow. Tomorrow's church day. Sunday, right? They say some the Muslims believe it's on Saturday. The Christians believe it's Sunday. Why does it mean? Why, I don't understand these days. Why shouldn't it be every day? I mean, that's the way I thought. I thought, I would see people come to church, act like they shouting and all this. I remember when I remember being raised up in church since I was real young. So I remember being raised up going to church. Not because I had to, not because I wanted to, but I just thought that's what everyone did. I didn't even know people partied on New Year's Eve. I didn't know nothing about that. I mean, I was a very, very, not that I didn't, not that I couldn't have found out if I wanted to. I mean, people think that people are just people. Sometimes people think people are slow or something wrong with them and this and that. And the fact of the matter is, I like to use that word people like to use. President Obama used to like use. The fact of the matter is that people just do what they're comfortable in and get by on. So it's like, people might know a lot, but they just when you know a lot, you gotta do a lot. That's just the way it is. So sometimes people just don't want to be bothered, so they just play this role, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to get by, because the spirit is out there. So people are just doing, and not really understanding why they're doing it. But one thing you can't do, one thing you must not do, is give up. What's giving up? Giving up, I think giving up means losing what you have at the particular moment where they say the devil comes at you. They blame the devil. They call him Satan. They call him the evil spirit. They call him all these certain things. But the fact of the matter is, these things live through people. They might even live these people. They might even live through your animal, your pet. I go to the dog park. I go to the dog park. I went to the dog park yesterday, or the day before yesterday. It's midnight, so the day before yesterday. So this is Friday night. I went to the dog park. I brought Sheba down there, and I was talking to this one. I was walking to it was me. It was me and these two, three girls. There was no men, I guess because I got there a little early. They usually come around 6:30, almost 7. So, or 6. I got there like around 4:30, I believe. So I remember it was daylight. So when I get down there, it was just us. So I really, wasn't really talking to them because they looked like they was, whatever. So, anyways, I started talking to this one girl, a little young Mexican girl. She surprised me big time because she was a she was an airborne. She was airborne. She was an airborne ranger. I don't know if she was a ranger. No, I don't think she was a ranger. If you go airborne, you gotta be an airborne to be a ranger. But I don't know if she was a ranger or not. I just know that she was trying to be a warrant officer. So I'm not sure if you gotta be a warrant. I don't know if you have to be a ranger to be a warrant officer. She might have been anywhere. She had an airborne patch, but she wasn't wearing her uniform. But I believe her. Why would she lie about that? I mean, she knew a lot about the military and codes and terms, so she had to be telling the truth. But I'm sitting there talking to her about military stuff. The normal people that's there with me, you know, they were just sitting there listening to us, and it kind of made me feel. And that's usually how it is when I talk to military people, because a lot of people don't really know about the military out here in L.A. County, Orange County. Everybody know about military because we was raised around that stuff, and and it's mostly Marines out there, so Army is not really out here that much. You got a few reserve bases, but I don't know if there's any Army units. I think the closest Army unit or Army base is wait, is that Army base in down there? Is that Army or is that Marines or Navy? I forgot. But anyways, so we socializing about this Army stuff and her being, her rank and I think she's E5 and all this stuff. And though all these dogs are coming in. Now I'm not really paying attention to the dogs that I don't know, which I should have, but I was just because she was getting she was getting older. She really could take care of herself. But we don't talk like I normally. I really haven't been going to the dog park, so I started talking to this girl. So she gets in. This big old German Shepherd comes in, and the German Shepherd was young. I know how young. I know at the time, but the German Shepherd was was big, but it was young. It ended up being like a year and a half. So that at that age of a year and a half of a dog, that's real. That's really really the time the dog really cuts up and gets rough and tries to play a lot and I don't care how big or small it is, it's gonna show some energy. Now she was 4.5, right? She be 5 in February, so she's she trying to protect herself from this big ass dog the best way she can. She puts her paws up because she's a boxer pit, so she uses her paws. Now she sprains her paws. At least she act like she was. So she started limping, limping. And I was like, shit, why you faking now? What you faking now? Because I was talking to this girl, so I started calling her fake and this faker, and she's faking and stuff. So everybody was saying, well, shit, why they're acting like I'm not being sympathetic to the dog. So the person whose dog it was, the big dog, the big German Shepherd, he asked me, how do I know she's fake? 'Cause I'd never seen him before. He was new. The girl I was talking to was new. I never seen her before. All the rest of them, I knew them. They knew me. They knew somewhat about me, so or whatever I told them about me or let them know about me. So they know I'm sarcastic and I'm this, I'm that. So Of course, I'm gonna go into a show off mode. So when he asked me that, he said, "How you know she's faking? How you know she's faking?" I said, "Because she's a woman." And like, ooh. And the girl I'm talking to, the airborne ranger girl, she told me about all the. I mean, I know she felt real, because she didn't know me, but everybody else knew me. Everybody was like, cause I thought, y'all must have set me up. Y'all must have set me up to say that. But she ended up leaving, with attitude, with a little, not really a big attitude, but she was cool. But I was just going with my spirit. Sometimes you just go with your spirit, and maybe she needed that. Maybe she needed, cause she was really on her high horse, or her high horse, about being this and being that in the military. She was talking, but I was initiating it. And so I had to be blamed for that part because I know how to pump people up, and I could pump you up and I could bring you down, in a heartbeat. That's what the spirit does. The spirit brings you up and brings you down, brings you up to the highest you can go, and it can bring you down to the lowest. That's the kind of people that I was raised around. I was raised around Marines like that who knew how to do that kind of type of psychological, warfare or warfare. You know, that's survival mode. That's how you survive. That's how that's the time I was born. Since I was born, my dad used to raise me up, bring me up high, bring me down low. That's the going battle every day. Then my mom was from the street in L.A. Compton, so she taught him, about how to really do this. So I'm getting both sides of the world at home. I'm getting East Coast. I'm getting L.A. And here I am living in Orange County around all these people who don't have any idea what I'm getting at home. Cause I go to their house, it's a whole different world, whole different world. I was like, man, I can't even go to your house. Y'all mess me up in my house. I come learn this stuff at your house. Go to my house, I get killed. I get murdered. I be getting beat every single day. Stuff y'all be doing at your home. That's why I didn't go to those white boys' houses and stuff. I only went to a couple, maybe down this right down the street, one house down, or I didn't even go in their house. I just stayed by and played basketball outside of the yard, because I didn't want to come in contact with the stuff they were doing in their house. The stuff they were doing, it was just something totally different than what I was going through. So a lot of them thought it was too good. No, I just thought it was too good. Just that I had a lot of responsibility. I had four sisters to look after. My little brother didn't come until I was 14. So I had, I was the only boy in my whole entire family for a long time. You know, and so you have to understand. I mean, you have to understand. That's why when I go back to zodiacs and stuff, you have to understand that to understand each other. But people are scared to people are scared to know things. Like I was scared to know certain things, and I just knew what I thought I needed to know. Not really what I wanted to know, but what I needed to know. I remember I used to go to school. My dad gave me an autobiography of Malcolm X, and I was like, man, he got killed for being too smart. That's why he got killed. He got too educated. He got too smart. And I look at people. I say, man, you be so. I could deal with you if you weren't so smart. This education fucked you up. If you didn't know about education, I mean, if you didn't grow a brain, you'll be all right. And that's kind of a crazy way to think. But that's kind of how I grew up. I would grow up. I would get this information from these people, and I'd be like, nah, I ain't learning this mess, man. Forget this stuff is missing. This because I was going to church, you know, talking about this, talking about that church, and then I would go to school and be like, this is totally different than what I learned, what I was told in church, and then you're going to hell, and they emphasize on hell big time. Hell. Damn, why I want to hear this shit? Hell, burning to death and fire. They were emphasizing that myth. I'm like, and here I am hearing it from these killers who probably killed whoever in Vietnam. I mean, I don't know how many people they might have killed. So they're saying this stuff